Alright, so today we're going to do pumpkin soup, thanks to Christina, the mother-in-law. So I know pumpkin soup, that probably sounds pretty gross. I thought it was at first, or I thought it sounded gross until I tasted it and realized it's pretty awesome actually. So that's what we're going to make. It's fall, and it's cold, and it's soup. Let's do this. Alright, so let's do a rundown of the ingredients. What we're going to need some Italian sausage, some garlic. Alright, so let's do a rundown of the ingredients. What we're going to need some Italian sausage, some garlic, some corn. You can use frozen to work just fine. So you want two 32-ounce boxes or cans of chicken broth, diced tomatoes, tomato soup, some milk, celery, thyme, and parsley. And then the main ingredient, which is pumpkin. And with the pumpkin, super easy. All you do is you get a pumpkin, cut it up, and then bake it on a cookie sheet with oil. Bake it for about an hour, and I think it was an hour and 15 minutes, covered with foil, and then it comes up to gets all soft, and then you just take the peel off and puree it in a food processor. And so, anyways, that's it. And then some spices, and we'll do the spices later. So. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is get the sausage started. It's got to be crumbled sausage, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just cut the casings off of these, and then we'll fry it up. We'll put it in the pot, in the soup pot first, and then let that fry up in there. And we'll do that so that all the flavor stays in there. If you do it in a pan, then some of the flavor is going to get taken out with the oils. So just get these casings off. Show you how to do that. Just take the knife and just basically cut straight down the center, and then just peel it off. Simple as that. Yeah, it's like a dirty condom. Alright, let's heat this sausage up. Sometimes it gets a little sticky, you gotta shake it off. Now we're gonna beat the sausage until it starts getting hot. Just constant, steady beating. Eventually it'll get there. Alright, it's enough. Starting to get there. You kind of want to get it really nice and crumbled small. It's going to be sort of difficult to do at some point, but I wouldn't really worry about it too much. And if your arms get tired, just switch arms. Seems to help. So, recipe calls for a clove of garlic. This I would call about a clove, so I'm going to use the whole pack. Which, by the way, these things are quite amazing when it comes to having to use garlic, because you don't have to deal with all the skin, or whatever you call that. For this recipe, you want everything to be really small and chopped up. If you want to, you can use a processor. It won't hurt. Might make it even faster for you, but I don't want to do that today. Alright, now let's throw the garlic in with the sausage. It's already in there. Okay. Anyway. Now I'll chop up some onions. Calls for one large onion, but these little guys, after I'm done taking off the ends, they'll be about the size of a large onion. So let's go ahead and do that. And add the onions into this. I'm going to put this on low, because the heat will help. That's not even turned on. Heat will help soften the garlic and onions while we're doing the rest of the stuff. While we're doing the rest of the stuff. While we're doing it. Alrighty. Okay, so for the not garlic, celery, cut the ends off, and then we'll rinse it. So cut that in off. that end off. You're going to want about 2 cups. That's probably not 2 cups, so I'll probably have to do more, but this more for this will get started. Everything in this soup has got to be very small, so make sure you cut this thin, and then we'll actually dice it afterwards. Alright, so let's go ahead and add the celery to the mix. Just drop it in there. Give it a little stir. Now as we're doing other stuff, this will break down a little bit because of the heat. So I'm going to go and throw a lid on it to also get some more heat in there. Alright, so now we'll add parsley and thyme. So let's do that. Okay, so since we're using fresh thyme, I'm just going to go ahead and get it off of these stems. You need about 1 teaspoon of this stuff, and then you want 2 teaspoons of parsley. Why did I say it like an Irishman? Parsley. I'm just going to put the parsley in whole. Let's do it. Let's put that in there. Alright, so I misread my so I'm actually going to cut the parsley up. Alright, so let's go and add this parsley. There you go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start putting the liquid stuff in there. I'll start with the tomato soup. Alright, sorry, the pumpkin. Let's add the pumpkin. Alright, 8 cups of pumpkin. 1. Alright, so now we're going to go and add 1 can of tomato soup. Put that in there. That'll work. Diced tomatoes. Alright, so now you need 12 cups of chicken broth. So that's 3 32-ounce containers. Alright, so we're doubling the recipe that we're originally using, and we realized that we need to add 1 more cup, so 9 cups of pumpkin. So, yeah, I should take care of that, and we'll stir it around, and then we'll add 1 cup of milk. Vitamin D milk. The D is where it's at. I don't know what that means. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add, I'm going to do 2 cups of corn. And then after that's added, I'll stir it. And then we're going to let it go ahead and cook for a while. So we want it to simmer for a while, get to a boil, and then kind of cook down all the vegetables. So that's going to take a while. And that's that. So give it a good stir. And you can see it's kind of like a tomato soup consistency. And as it cooks, it should thicken up a little bit.